Well, my friends, welcome to Isntree, Part 3, also known as All Good Things Must Come to an End. If you missed parts 1 and 2 of Isntree, I will make sure to link those in the description box below. Y'all, I've got to confess something to you. This has been such a fun series to film because it's been such a good brand. I kid you all not, I'm sad about this series ending because it's just been so fun to talk about one good product after another. What an absolutely phenomenal brand. I truly think Isntree will go on record as one of my absolute favorite Korean skincare brands. Again, I have some gifted products from StyleVon. It's actually only this sheet mask for this video, although they did send me the SPF stick a while ago. And then I also have the Real Mugwort clay mask, which I'm pretty sure YesStyle gifted me. Everything else in this video I did purchase. And again, I'll have my StyleVon discount code and links in the description box below. It was kind of hard to find links for some of these products. I think that in the last video we talked about how Isntree has been repackaging their products. It seems to mean there might be a little bit of a holdup in all of the Korean retailers restocking that new packaging. So let's start out this video with the Isntree sunscreens. Oh my goodness, this is quite possibly what Isntree is most famous for. So the hyaluronic acid watery sun gel and the Airy Sun Stick. Again, the stick is a little hard to find at the moment because it is going through repackaging, but we'll just start with the sun gel, which is the one that everyone knows. Short story. It's an absolutely amazing sunscreen. Longer story, I have a video comparing this up against the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen, which I gotta be honest with you, that video is sort of like choosing your favorite child, which is to say they're both amazing sunscreens. In the end, in that video, small spoiler, I chose the Beauty of Joseon because this one does have quite a bit of a shine to it. But then, after I published that video, I got to thinking, always dangerous, and I realized I've only tried this sunscreen in the summer, which here in Florida, that means between the months of February and January. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I would not be surprised if I change my tune when my skin changes for the seasons. As for the hyaluronic acid Airy Sun Stick, I also have a video covering this one, and I will tell you, at the time I posted that video, I feel like sunscreen sticks hadn't yet started to pick up in popularity. Have you all noticed they're really popular now? What's the one I keep hearing about? I think it might be the Abib brand. Am I saying that correctly? But yeah, they've really picked up in popularity. Back when I first reviewed this, I had a lot of comments from people saying, oh, are you sure you are applying enough to, reach that SPF level on the packaging? And I think that will always be something that is kind of hard to know because, with these sunscreens, we squeeze out the 2-finger length. With a stick, you don't really do that. But I can tell you, I haven't yet experienced a burn, even a tan, when I use these. All that said, I do personally use these more for touch-up purposes. I always have one in my bag because the reality is, for me at least, sometimes I find myself in a situation where I don't really trust my hands for reapplication. Fantastic for touch-ups. They tend to be expensive if you're going to use them as an every single day sunscreen. And in all truth, that's the main reason why I'd never just switch over to the sunscreen stick life, is because it can be a little, let's say frugal. Let's say frugal instead of cheap. I just feel like frugal has such a nice ring to it, doesn't it? What a wonderful word. Anyway, bottom line with both of these, they're incredibly well done. In a contest against genuinely any US sunscreen, these would win. They'd win. Next up, let's talk about the only eye cream from Isntree, the TW Real Eye Cream with Bifida Ferment Lysate. I have to tell you all, up until about a week ago, I was so nervous that this product was completely discontinued. I couldn't find it anywhere. It's finally popped back up on YesStyle as well as Style Korean in the new packaging. Again, this is the old packaging, but same exact formula. $14 on Style Korean. Keep in mind, you will have to spend $80 on that site for free shipping. I'll again link my comparison of 4 Korean beauty retailers. I was so nervous though because I love this eye cream for a very specific purpose. Let me back up a little though and talk again about Bifida or ferments in general. So the reason I like fermented ingredients is because I have noticed the glow from within that they seem to deliver to my skin. I thought in buying this product, ooh, that glow in an eye cream, a glowy under eye area, that sounds wonderful. In all truth, and this is not to say this is not a good product, but in all truth, I feel like I don't necessarily see that in the eye cream version of a fermented product. Instead, what I see, they say tone and wrinkle care. I do believe that this is a wonderful moisturizing product for under your eye area. And hear me out here, there is another really big perk in this eye cream because of its absolutely amazing texture. It's kind of this, it's almost a gel cream like we talked about in yesterday's video, just a gorgeous texture that rapidly sinks into your skin and yet leaves it feeling both hydrated and moisturized. This is an amazing eye cream for under makeup. And let me tell you, that can be a struggle. I don't know what it is, but I have encountered a lot of these really expensive eye creams that do not play well with makeup. What? But this one does, and again, that current price is $14 for an entire ounce of eye cream. So the equivalent of $7 for a half ounce. Again, you know, this is yet another example of why people love Korean skincare. How much are US eye creams? $60 for a half ounce. And this formula, are you kidding me? If this was a US eye cream, it would be easily $80, $100. We've got peptides in here. We've got a little bit of a vitamin C derivative all in this cosmetically elegant formula. So really for me, the only catch is that it's a little too light for me to prefer it as a night cream. It's a daytime eye cream in just a phenomenal formula. Which brings me to the cleansers. Now, I've talked a lot about Korean cleansers on my channel because I've noticed that in general, so many of them just aren't perfect for my dry and acne-prone skin type. They seem to be just a little bit too drying for me. I really think what it boils down to is that I don't love foaming cleansers, which is kind of an unpopular opinion, I think. I think more people do like foaming cleansers. So, it might be a little awkward for me to talk about the hyaluronic acid low pH cleansing foam. I did buy the mini size of this because I was a little worried that it wasn't going to be perfect for my skin type. And I was right, it's not perfect for my preferences. I like, to give you an example, I like the Cioris cleanser, which foams up. Not at all. Zero foaming. That's all to tell you my own personal preferences. However, again, you know, I think it's important for me to recognize when other people might like a different type of product. And again, even though this is not ideal for my preferences, I still think it actually is really well done. This almost feels like you're applying a moisturizer when you first put it on your skin, but then when you add water, that's when it does foam. It's a true foaming cleanser, and when you wash your skin, again, it doesn't feel too dry. Again, though, if you do have a very dry skin type, it might not be a perfect match for your skin, and yet, for my combo oily viewers, you may actually love this. But hear me out, oily skin types. Don't necessarily add that to your cart, at least until you hear my thoughts on this next cleanser, the Green Tea Fresh Cleanser. At this point in this video series, you have gathered that I bought a bunch of these green tea products, even though green tea is ideal for oily skin and I have dry skin. But this one in particular, I had heard such good things about, I just really had to try it for myself. And let me tell you, I really like it. Because it too has that same gentleness to it, but listen, hear me out. It is incredibly fun to use. Do you see all of the bits of green tea in this? It's got a little bit of this very mild physical exfoliation to it, which I also tend to love. You know what I think it is? Are you all familiar with this word? Skintertainment. I feel like I can never tell when people say things like skinfluencer and skinformation. I can never tell if people are making dad jokes or if they're serious. You know what I mean? Do you know? But anyway, the skintertainment idea means, in short, having fun with your skincare products. And I feel very called out because I do have fun with my skincare products. And this one right here, this cleanser, It's very fun to use. I look in the mirror, I'm going, oh, look at all the green tea bits all over my face. Oh, it feels so refreshing. I love this physical exfoliation. I really like this. Again, I do have a dry skin type, so I have found it's best for me not to use this every single day, but once or twice a week, oh, it's so nice. Even on my dry skin, I think if you have, again, a more oily skin type, you may be able to use this a lot more and get that same skintertainment every day. We've got 2 masks to end out the entirety of our Isntree review. Let's go ahead and start with the Real Mugwort Clay Mask. Now, again, this is one that I would not have bought for myself, and yet I'm very glad that I got it in PR because this almost serves as the missing puzzle piece in this entire review. Again, a clay mask is not really something where if you have dry skin, you necessarily need. You may be able to use them from time to time. That is what I can do as well, but it's not going to be something where I rely heavily upon it. Clay masks are just really made with oily skin types in mind. However, again, when we take a look at this ingredients list, you will see something very interesting going on. You have your clay ingredients, you have your, of course, Artemisia princeps in here, but again, like with pretty much every Isntree product we've talked about, again, we have calming ingredients, again, we have humectant ingredients, even a touch of postbiotic ingredients, which means that yet again, even though we're talking about a clay mask, it is a clay mask that is more in balance with our skin. It's amazing that it does feel effective as a clay mask, and yet without that extreme drying sensation. I really think that the reason I'm in love with Isntree so much, the reason I keep saying, product after product is a hit, even if it's not for my skin type, is because I think Isntree understands the importance of balance, the importance of, if you do have skin that is slightly out of balance, the solution isn't to go to extremes and push it way back into balance. That's not going to happen. You're going to end up on the other side of the spectrum. It's to gently ease your skin back towards balance. Who would think that, an overall smaller brand, an overall newer brand would just really understand that so well that, again, they just come out with hit after hit. One more thing you need to know about this, it has physical exfoliation to it. It actually might be surprising if you are familiar with the I'm From Mugwort mask that also has some exfoliation. This one seems to be maybe a level up in terms of the exfoliation as you massage it into your skin. And for our very last product, we are back to the dry skin line, the Hyaluronic Acid Deep Moisture Water Mask, which is indeed a lovely product if you share my dry skin type. Oh, it is actually lovely. So according to Isntree, they said they did a renewal with this where they improved the formula by adding 2 more types of hyaluronic acid. And they also say they improved the quality of the mask itself. I very much felt that with this mask. It is a beautiful fit. You know how sometimes you try a sheet mask and it's just kind of, it doesn't fit well, it kind of dries out in certain regions before the whole mask is done? You have none of that with this. It is an incredible experience from start to finish. And you know how I always have folds in all of my sheet masks? It's because I believe in, waste not, want not. I'm frugal. Yeah, frugal. So after I finish using the sheet mask, there's always some liquid left behind. Lately, I've just been sticking some of the rounds into the packaging so that I can do, spot masking with the rest of the solution. That's exactly what I did with this. It's about 1.5 masks in here, so, don't waste that other half. You get instant relief from dry skin with this. Now, again, if you share my exact skin type, which is, again, acne-prone and dry, this may not be an absolute favorite for you. I don't see myself repurchasing this. Personally, I'm in love with the Rovectin Lotus Water Sheet Mask at the moment. Can't stop talking about that one either. I can never stop talking about my favorites. But again, for just basic dryness, I think you may absolutely love this. Again, it's a very well done product. Are we surprised at this point in the Isntree review, also known as the end, are we surprised? And that's it. We went through, I think, a total of 21 products in this review. I hope you all enjoyed watching. Again, I didn't cover everything, so please feel free to use the comment section below if you have any thoughts on other Isntree products, if you have any other recommendations for Isntree products. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like and subscribe. A huge thank you again to Stylovana for working with me on this video series. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all next time.